Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Dior Backstage Collection. While I was in New York, I got a chance to play with this and try it on, and a lot of you guys wanted to see if I could do an actual video on it, so that's what I'm doing today. The foundation didn't just launch by itself, it launched with a bunch of other products. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of those products as well today. If you want to know more about this foundation, just keep on watching. I've got the foundations here. I've got the 9N and the 8N. So this one's 9N and this one's 8N. 8N looks a little, this one's 8N. It looks a little bit more neutral to me, more on the yellowish neutral side. And 8 and 9N obviously looks more red. First time I tried this foundation, I tried it with the 9N and I kept looking at myself and I was like, why do I look so weird? Why do I look so weird? And I think it's because the foundation is actually a good closer match to my face than it is to my chest. So I'll show you guys what 9N looks like on this side. Like when it blends in, it's actually a much closer match to my chest. I mean my face than my chest. So that's why I was like, why do I look so weird? And that is 9N. And it's a pretty matte finish. It's kind of like a natural matte finish from what I can tell so far. I ended up putting a lot more setting spray to kind of combat that. I mixed the 8N and the 9N just because 8N is just slightly lighter. So I'm mixing those again now. And then I'm gonna go in on the other side. And I'm gonna go heavy on the setting spray when I spray this down because you guys know I'm not a big matte finish person. But the finish on this foundation is beautiful. Like it's really soft, smooth finish. And if you love matte foundations, this is gonna be your thing. I think they have 40 shades of this foundation. Out of all the Dior Forever Skin and Undercover and all those, this one's the best match to my skin tone that I like. And it's a lot cheaper. Well, not a lot cheaper. It's cheaper than the rest of them. This one was $42. No, it's $40. $40, where the other ones are like $52, $56. So I think this was supposed to be more of an affordable brand for Dior. So then now I'm going in with concealer. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, of course, because I just can't put this thing down. So yeah, with the foundation, it's more of a natural matte finish, but it's almost too matte for me. So I don't know how much I love the actual matteness of it, but the finish on it is beautiful. It kind of reminds me almost of the matteness that you get from Lancome, the Tint Idol foundation, or the Maybelline Matte and Poreless one. Almost that matte. And I stopped putting concealer on my nose because it just was not looking cute, like at all. Like it would dry down really funny and then it wouldn't blend out at all. So I just have this streak on my nose, like a landing strip. So I was like, nah, we're gonna pass on that from now on. So I'm gonna set that concealer with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I figured out that you're actually supposed to use a little bowl thing. I think one of you guys told me in the comments. I was like, oh, well, alrighty then. So it wasn't useless. And just dip it in. Alright. So that is powder set. So I quickly just did my eyes off camera. I used the Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette because I think the eyeshadows that came with the Backstage collection are just a little too light for me, and they definitely would make me look a little ashy, would make my eyeshadows look a little ashy, so I just didn't want to take that risk. The shimmers look really pretty, it's just the mattes are more on the lighter side, so I'm not going to use those. Next, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I'm using the Glow Face Palette. I put this little pink right here in my inner corner, and I think it looks really pretty there. And then I think I'm gonna use this one right here with just a very light hand so that I can get some highlight going. Still coming off a little gold on me. You guys know how much I like more of a icier highlights. just a tad bit gold on me, but it's okay. I think these are, how much are these? Let me figure it out. The eyeshadow palettes were $46. I do think it's kind of pricey, but then again, it is Dior. The formula on them looks really pretty, but like I said, they're just too light for me to use. There is a contour palette for $45, which is also not something I could contour with. But the highlight palette though, I'm loving. This one's $45 as well. I think all the little palettes are $45 except for the eyeshadow palette and the lip palette. That's landing strip worthy right there. Let's blend that out. Hello. Alright, that's better. That knows how to work. Okay, and then for the brow bone, I'm going in with that same highlighter. Just hit the top of the brow bone. That's actually really pretty up there. I am liking that. Yeah, so I do feel like the coverage that you're gonna get from this foundation is a medium coverage foundation, so that holds true. I need to blend out this highlighter. It's just beaming right there. You see how my face, especially around my mouth area, still looks dark, like compared to my chest? That's what I was talking about with the foundation actually matching my my face and not my chest. So that's why I was like, I kept thinking I look weird, but that's because the foundation just isn't matching my chest. But I'm not wearing anything that shows my chest today, so I'm just gonna go in with the lighter one and just go on top. This pretty much sets itself. Every time a foundation actually matches my chest, I mean my face, it's matte. I'm just like, why? There you go. See how that blends out and matches my chest a little bit better. That was the 8N on top. There we go. The 8N is definitely a closer match to my chest. So then there's this lip palette here, which has all these shades inside. There's this lip palette. I've already used this one, as you guys can tell. The top row is glosses, the middle row is satins, and the bottom row is mattes. I think I'm gonna use, I'm just using that same shade again because I think that's the one I like the most. Okay, so that is that lipstick on. So now I'm gonna spray my face down again. This time I'm gonna use like a dewier setting spray, a setting spray that kind of makes your skin dewy. Okay, so this is what the foundation is looking like right now. I already know how this foundation wears because like I said, this is not my first time wearing this foundation. So I'll come back in a few hours and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I'll probably do a daylight check-in, like natural light checking in, so you guys can see what it looks like in natural lighting too. Alrighty guys, so this is what the foundation is looking like right now in natural lighting. I just wanted to hop out here and show it to you guys really quickly. I've actually had it on for a few hours so far, and like I said, I sprayed this down with a dewy setting spray so that I could have it look more dewy, because you guys know that I do not like a matte finish. I don't like a matte finish. So this is what it's looking like. It's been a few hours, like 2 hours so far. So we'll see at the end of the night. Well, you guys will get to see at the end of the night what this foundation looks like. Look at this poor baby, Sozy. Oh my god. Here, let's get some exposure up. There you go. Look at this poor baby, you guys. She has to go get the snip done. Hi, So. Hi. She hates this comb. Y'all see her baby teeth coming in the back? I mean her grown-up teeth. Oh my god, poor baby. It's just a few more days. It's just a few more days, Zozo. Hi. She hates it. She hates us for doing it to her. Alrighty guys, it's been about 7 or 8 hours now. This is what this foundation is looking like. Like I said, I already knew how this foundation was gonna hold up. It held up pretty nicely. Doesn't really crease too much on my laugh lines. The 8N matches more my chest, whereas the 9N matches more my face. I think that's what was looking really off the first time I tried it. Also, this foundation is super matte. I had to apply setting spray after I applied my foundation and the concealer, and then after finishing my full face, I went ahead and applied dewy setting spray, and that's where I got this kind of shine from. But if you didn't, then this foundation would be definitely a matte foundation, so keep that in mind. If you do like matte finishes, then that's more of what you're gonna get from this foundation. If you don't, then I would not recommend going for this foundation, although I do like the shade match that it gave me if I was wearing like a turtleneck or something, like, and especially in the winter time when I'm more covered up. I'm probably definitely gonna go more for the 9N than the 8N, because I'm not really gonna be showing too much of my chest. I'm not really gonna be showing too much of my arms or anything like that. That is a lot lighter than my face. But for the summertime or anything like that, where you're just showing a lot more skin, a lot more chest action and everything like that, I would probably go for the 8N. As far as the eyeshadow palettes, I would definitely pass on those because they're just not something that's compatible with my skin tone. I feel like they're just a little too light, a little too ashy for me. The highlight palette I like I said, I was able to use the pink in my inner corner, and I was able to use this shade right here as a highlight. You could definitely use this shade right here as well as a highlight. I just don't normally go for that gold of a highlight on my skin tone because I just love more of a silvery highlight. And then the contour palette, I didn't really speak much about this before, but it's definitely too light for me to contour anything on my face with this. But yeah, overall, my favorites were the foundation and the Glow Face Palette from the collection. So yeah. Oh yeah, and then I also like the lip collection. I ended up reapplying my lipstick, which is this shade right here that I'm wearing. So I think that's all I have for this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time.